What's up guys, my name is Ace, and as you can see, I am Master Prestige. Finally, I made it to the Master Prestige. It did take quite a long time. We will go through all of my stats here, so we'll see how much time I had played. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. But you'll notice I am level 22 of the Master Prestige. That's because I was just kind of in the zone. I was in a good lobby and everything, so I just kept playing for a little bit. I did plan on doing this like as soon as I hit Master, but oh well, we went 22 levels past the Master Prestige. So let's take you through all my stats and everything, and the classes that I made real quick here. Let's go really quickly through the classes. They honestly haven't changed much. Here, again, is my go-to class. This has been my go-to class for many months now. This is essentially the class I pull out whenever I'm struggling and it's not a really close range map, because I can typically earn my streaks very easily with this class, and I can try and make a comeback with it. Then we have my SMG class, the Speakeasy class, although I do kind of swap this out for the Goliath every now and then. I just haven't bothered making that class yet. I kind of threw these classes together really quick after prestiging. We have the ARX 160 Steel Bite, and one thing I also wanted to point out is now that I am Master Prestige, all of my attachments stay unlocked, which is really nice. So now I can really focus on pick my class, which is really good. So I got my Steel Bite class here, which is, again, pretty awesome. A lot of these perks and streaks are going to be consistent throughout all of my classes. It's kind of funny how that works, but that's just the way it goes. Actually, I think I just unlocked extended mags for this, so let's just toss extended mags on there, because I prefer having extended mags for the Inferno because of its fire rate. I got a shotgun class, and then I've just got a sniper class. I've got more classes to build, of course, and one of the things I really want to do now that I have reached Master Prestige is I want to start using a bigger variety of weapons. I don't use the biggest variety, and the simple reason for that is the lobbies that I get into, it's full of people using like the MLG setups, and in order to compete with them, I have to use the guns that I'm best with, it feels like. I try to use something a little bit odd, like the Paytech LMG or something like that, and I just get absolutely melted by ASM1s and BALs all game, so I have to switch to an ASM1, or else I don't get any kills at all, or I might get one kill for every, I don't know, 6 deaths, which is really frustrating when you know that you could beat these guys in a gunfight with a different gun. That's one of my complaints with this game, but I still am really enjoying myself with this game. I just wanted to point that out. Let's go into my combat record now. So here it is. Here's the main career combat record thing. So overall, we've got over 33,000 kills, 880 wins, and it took me just over 6 days, almost 7 days actually, to reach Master Prestige. 7 days of game time. What do we have here? Kill death ratio is a 1.94. That really hasn't changed at all for, I don't know, a couple months. I think it's stayed pretty well consistent, so I'm pretty sure that's where I'm going to finish this game off at, is 1.94, or right around there, like give or take a tenth of a point or something, or hundredth of a point, I don't know. Win-loss ratio 1.64, which I'm pretty proud of, but at the same time, I do typically play with at least one other person. Usually I'm playing with the one boom, or I'm playing with you guys while I'm streaming and everything. So that's the reason I'm able to keep my win-loss ratio so high. Whenever I play solo, I lose most of the games I play solo, and it's not because I'm not trying. I'm usually like doubling the score of everyone in the lobby, but I still end up on the losing team most of the time, I find, and it's very frustrating. This is why I play with people. It allows me to actually win more games than I lose. And my score per minute is 477. That doesn't really mean much unless you know the game mode that I play, and we will go to game modes in a bit, but primarily I play domination, so that's the reason I'm able to keep that kind of on the higher end of the 400s there, because if you were to play Search and Destroy, it would be nowhere even close to that. This doesn't really matter too much, just my kill death ratio past 5 games. I was kind of on a roll there, that's why I didn't leave the lobbies, because I was doing pretty well, getting over a 3 KD every game. Of course, my favorite weapon. Oh wait, game modes, here we go. I forgot to click onto that, so yeah, here you go. Domination, I win. The win-loss ratios are all screwed up here, I noticed, but I have 493 wins out of 800 and some wins, so it's mainly domination that I play. I do play a fair amount of team deathmatch, I guess you could say. Not much hardpoint or kill confirmed, all of this stuff. This is basically just from playing the Mosh Pit DLC maps. That's why I'm playing all these other games here. And yeah, the win-loss ratio is really messed up. Like team deathmatch, my win-loss ratio is 219. I doubt it. That is way off. But let's get into the weapons. As you can see, my AK-12 is by far my favorite weapon. This is the one I'm just most successful with because it's so accurate. It's good at pretty well any range. It's not the best, like, right up close, but it's still viable right up close. So that's why I really enjoy using the AK-12, and it is something that not everybody uses, so I'm pretty proud of myself for not having the ASM-1 or BAL at the top, but really it doesn't matter that much to me. I really just enjoy using the AK-12. And then yes, ASM-1, BAL, gotta stay competitive when you're playing against these people that you come up against when there's skill-based matchmaking in the game, because I run into people using these guns all the time. HBRA-3, I actually haven't used this a lot lately. This is mainly from the first month or two of the game coming out. I use the HBRA quite a bit. ARX-160, this is climbing very fast now, since I did unlock the Steel Bite. This will end up being probably ahead of the ASM-1 and BAL for me, and I might even start closing the gap here towards the AK-12. I'm using the ARX quite a bit now because I really enjoy the Steel Bite. Really don't like the default gun. Oh, and that's one thing I also wanted to mention. With the AK-12, this is almost all with the default AK-12. I actually prefer the default AK-12 over any one of the variants in the game, and yes, I have unlocked both elite variants of the AK-12, and we will be going over my armory in a bit after we get through the stats. These ones you don't really need to see much. You'll just see that I don't use the other guns too often, and this is something, like I said earlier, that I really want to change. So I am going to start messing around and using the guns that you don't see nearly as often. I'm going to start using them way more often and trying to build up some more kills and just be more comfortable with the other guns in the game. For launchers, not really all that important. If I'm going to use one, it's usually going to be a stun grenade. I just find it's the one that you can just kind of fire and forget, and usually gets you one kill, maybe 2 or 3. Score streaks, UAV obviously is going to be the highest earned just because it's the easiest to earn, even though I don't run it on many classes. Bombing run, I run on almost every one of my classes, so it's way up there as well. System hack, aerial assault drone, and warbird. Those are the main streaks I use. I don't really use too many of the other ones. Not really too much to point out there. What do we have here? Medals. Let's go over this real quick. So let's just get to the important ones. Lots of doubles, triples, furies. Got 52 furies, 10 frenzies, 5 super kills, and nothing higher. I'm a little disappointed in that. I thought I'd eventually get my way up to a mega and an ultra kill, maybe even a kill chain, but I just haven't hit it yet. And that's just because those timings are so difficult compared to Black Ops 2. Tons of ruthless medals, relentless, brutal, and vicious. I've got 7 vicious medals. I don't really play for them too often. Like, obviously, if I get a good lobby and I start noticing that I'm on like a ruthless or a relentless, then I'll be like, oh, okay, I might be able to get that vicious. So then I start kind of playing for it. But otherwise, I don't go into the game with a specific intention of getting vicious medals. And with those 7 vicious, I actually have 51 unstoppables, which isn't too bad, I guess. Means I'm getting quite a few more than 30 kills on a lot of those vicious medals. Not a whole lot to really point out here. What's this one for? Direct impact kill. I only have one of those. That's kind of funny. Alright, what do we have here? Score streaks. We already kind of went through score streaks. Game modes, not really important to see. Don't want to stretch this video out too long. Now let's go over the armory, see everything that I have here. We'll, actually, let's go all loot, not redeemable loot. I want to sort it by rarity. And we'll start... Oh, let's start at the low end and work our way up to the elites, because that's the exciting part. So, yeah, not really much to point out here. These are all the things that you just earn by playing the game, essentially. You don't really earn them, or you actually earn them rather than just getting them by luck from the supply drops. And now here's the luck ones. So, not really much to mention here. Most of these will end up just being redeemed anyway for XP. I gotta go through and redeem a bunch of these, kind of clean things up a little bit. Still not really anything important to point out, but I'll keep it slow enough that you can at least pause it if you want to see more and have a more detailed look at my armory. But now we're getting into the elites and we'll start talking about it a little bit. It's got the XMG Bacon and Eggs, SN6 Money, which I got a long time ago. I got most of the royalty stuff. I still don't have the royalty cap though. And I think, is that all I need for royalty? Maybe gloves? Royalty gloves? I'm not too sure. I got the S12 Tiger Blood. I got both Pytex, however you pronounce that, I never know. NA45 Ravager, MP11 Goliath, which is pretty awesome, but haven't really had too much time to use it yet. I just earned it, I don't know, in my previous Prestige I earned it. I actually earned it on stream, I believe. Moore's the Doctor. I've earned like 5 or 6 of these guns. I keep getting them, I don't know why, but obviously I just redeemed them because there's no point in having multiple ones. Silver Bullet, Eagle Eye. I've also earned about 3 Eagle Eyes, I think, and I keep redeeming them. Mayhem. I've earned a few different Mayhems, but they're kind of useless to have the elite variants of them anyways, and the Maws. Lynx Tack Driver, some Radical stuff. Lots of different exos. I don't know why I keep the exos. Ooh, I have 2 career exos. Let's just get rid of that right now. Alright, we got the Imar Thunder Tusk. Got that in my first Prestige, I think. Polar Vortex I got relatively early on. Bulldog Facehammer, I just got that recently. I don't think I've even used it yet. I'll have to give that a shot. Biohazard Loadout, not really a fan of it. Obsidian Steed, this is what I got for hitting Master Prestige. And a lot of people are wondering, like, oh my god, how is the Obsidian Steed? Isn't it amazing? And I don't really see that. I prefer guns with a slightly faster fire rate. I find the fire rate on this is just too slow. So personally, I don't really like the Obsidian Steed. Wow, can't talk right now. Obsidian Steed nearly as much as I prefer the Val 27 Inferno. I like the really fast fire rate of the Inferno, and I'd take that over the Obsidian Steed any day. So I don't even think I'll be using the Obsidian Steed too often. Got the Orbital Shin Guards, Orbital Loadout. This is the one I actually use, is the Orbital Loadout, just in case you're wondering. Not really much here. Atlas Engineer Loadout. That one's kind of nice, actually. I haven't really looked at it. I just earned this Atlas 45 Huckleberry in one of my previous, like, not too long ago. I don't know, a few hours of game time ago. ASM1 Speakeasy. I've had that for a little while. Steel Bite. I actually earned 2 Steel Bites now, but I obviously redeemed one. The Ameli Chickenry? I don't know how to pronounce that one. But I got that one, and then I got both AK-12s. I got the Finger Trap and the RIP, and like I said, I actually prefer the default AK-12 over both of these. And I know you guys are probably going to think I'm crazy for not liking the RIP more, but it's the magazine size that makes all the difference. I typically run the regular AK-12 with extended mag, so I'm used to having 45 rounds. And I like this because I can kill about 4 to 5, sometimes 6 enemies with a single magazine. With the RIP, you just don't get that same magazine size. And I don't know, it just kind of screwed everything up for me as far as my timing on my reloads. And also a big thing is I actually prefer the standard iron sights. I don't really like the RIP iron sights. That could just take some getting used to, but that's just me. So that's all of the loot. Is there anything else I want to show you? I guess I could show you what I wear here. So this is, if you want to try and copy what I look like, I just use the Atlas campaign shirt until I get the whiteout shirt. I really want the whiteout one. I think it'll look good with this. Sentinel Airborne pants. I don't know why I'm holding a sniper rifle. Let's see if we can get a better stance here. There we go. See a little bit better. I'm Gideon, although it doesn't really matter because you can't see my face. Sentinel Medic helmet. I think it looks kind of nice with this. I wish it was a little bit more white, but oh well. Atlas Orbital Shin Guards. You saw that there. Radical gloves. Royalty boots, just because I don't have nice white boots, so why not throw some pink boots on? I like this exo here, and a big reason for that is it doesn't stand out too much. I've noticed some people are using the really bright colored exos, and I don't know if it's just in my head, but it feels like I'm able to snap onto target on those guys so much easier because they just stand out. They just pop out on the screen, and I don't know if it actually allows me to snap onto them faster, but it feels like I'm able to like locate and snap onto them really, really quickly. So I don't like using really bright like neon colors. I like using more of the basic colors, so I kind of blend in, although I know I am like bright white, so I also kind of like to stand out. I feel like it can have a bit of a psychological effect in the game when you're wearing something that really stands out and people see like, oh crap, that's that guy that's killed me 20 times this game, I better watch out. And that extra like half second it takes them to think that is already screwing with them, and I've already won the gunfight because of it. That could just be once again in my head, but I think it's kind of cool. I think I stand out, and I kind of like the way that that I dress my guy here. I think he looks pretty cool and relatively unique. Not too many people seem to go with this style here, so I like it. And I think that is all I wanted to show you guys for today. There's not really much else to show you. I'd like to know, where are you guys at with your prestige? I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below. I'm kind of wondering, like, where are you guys at? Are some of you guys already like Grandmaster Prestige? Or are you working through your Master Prestiges? Or maybe have you just not prestiged much at all? I know some people don't have nearly as much time to put into the game as people like me that are YouTubers. But I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below where you're at and what's your best elite weapon. I want to know that as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys next time.